Yo, people, welcome back to the YouTube channel. You already know what time it is. It's time for another video. Big up your damn selves in the building. Share, smash up the likes. Every single damn time, and subscribe if you're new. Chill, guys. Chill, guys. Chelsea 5, Shamrock Rovers 1. It was a very comfortable, easy evening for the Blues. It was first, second, and then back into first gear. It was a lovely day to just witness and watch this team coast. And listen, we are already qualified. We are already into the next round. We are already skipping the playoffs, of course, top of the table. And we just made it 6 wins out of 6. It was a walkover. It's one of those performances where you can see the players are saving themselves for a better and bigger day. You know, this was just a fling, this competition. This was a fling. Don't get comfortable if you're Serviette or Shamrock Rovers social media admins. Don't get attached emotionally. Don't call our phones, please. Please don't knock on our doors. Don't, because this is it. We will never see you again. It's been an experience, trust me. These games, it's one of those situations where you get a mixed bag. The team, the selection, you got a couple of players that are thinking about January, potentially. Dewsbury Hall's, Disassis could be on the move. Chukwuemeka wasn't in the team today. You got a couple of young players on new contracts just being bedded into the first team. Maresca's given them the pep talk, no pun, and said, listen, you got to keep it. You got to keep the spot now. Welcome to the big leagues. They're obviously going to look to impress. I thought both of them played very well, Acheampong and George, especially George on the left wing. I preferred him on the left wing to the right wing. And then you've got players that are really just chilling because they don't really have to prove too much. Madueke in this type of match, you know. Cucurella, even though he was very good, both of them, good deliveries into the box, a goal. Didn't have to prove too much. So it's a mixed bag, it's a mixed fixture. And to be honest, in the first 20 minutes or so, we weren't really even involved. We weren't really awake. We just kind of just chilling, vibing. And, you know, we find ourselves 1-0 up, courtesy of their mislap of concentration. And one thing this competition is going to learn, and learn fast, don't sleep on the job with Guiu up front, because he is a pressing machine. If there's one thing everybody's identified with this man, is he presses like his life depends on it. He is the Kante of strikers. He is the Gallagher of strikers. This guy is intense, right? His intensity is on another level. He was pressing sometimes on his own, but he all he needs in life is himself. He doesn't need anyone to participate with him. He doesn't need anybody to press as a unit with him. He'll be there, and whether the passes were under hit or the keeper was dilly-dallying on the ball, everybody was getting pressed. It was getting real claustrophobic in that Shamrock box. And his first goal is a benefit of obviously pressing and the way that, you know, they just in the end allow him to head it into the open net. An error from a header, you know, that was pressed upon by, I think, George. And then, obviously, the second goal that he scores is his own work, and he just really well taken left foot strike across into the far corner. Our goal that we concede from them is a deflection off a corner, a strike from outside the box. It can happen. Lapse of concentration, like I said, in those early stages, we weren't really at the races, weren't really in second gear. We didn't really move the car. We just put the key in the ignition and the engine was running, but we weren't really driving. Then once we decided to put our foot down, you could see we went into the next gear, the next phase, the next level. And once we did that, Shamrock didn't stand a chance. We just start bopping it, pinging it about. George on the left-hand side, good combination play. Madueke, great deliveries into the box. Guiu, again, what a header. You know, before that, obviously, Dewsbury Hall as well with his goal. I mean, that is the only moment where I say, okay, Premier League level pass, Disassi slices through the middle of the team. They're all like deer in headlights, the Shamrock team. They can't believe what they're watching. Then in Cuckoo and Dewsbury Hall are linking. There's a little bit of a ricochet, falls to Dewsbury, sweeps it home. The goal from Guiu, the third goal, that's his best goal. His goals just kept getting better as the game went on. You know, it's a great delivery from wide Madueke. Great header from Guiu. And, you know, he leaves with man of the match. 3 goals, hat-trick in the first half. Can't ask for any more. Intensity, work rate off the ball. And you can see the intensity in the work rate and then the dip, unfortunately, when Nkuku goes up front. Because it was very clear in their build-up or in their decision-making back there as a defence that there was balls to be won in that phase of play. There was opportunities to be created just from pressing. And we didn't really get any of that in the second half. Because once Guiu is removed and Nkuku goes up front and Felix goes into the 10, we're not seeing Nkuku press in that same manner, in that same intensity. Now, did I really need them to overly exert themselves? No. Do I need Nkuku flying into challenges or pressing in the same intensity as Guiu? No, because I don't want him getting injured. Didn't want anybody getting injured today. We've already got enough injuries and we've got big games coming up, Everton, Fulham. But I don't think Nkuku's even capable of doing what Guiu and Jackson do in terms of the press from the front, which is why part of the reason why I say he's in the 10 for me as he started the game there. But, defense, everybody was pretty comfortable, pretty calm. Apart from that one run in behind earlier in the first half, Disasi's tracking him, gets a shot off. But listen, we're chilling, we're vibing. Renato Vega, a couple misplaced passes, need to tighten up in the first half. But again, like I said, this was too easy for us. And we keep going, we keep moving. Second half, Cucurella adds to the score sheet. He gets his goal. He was fantastic again. He didn't need to. I think Cucurella today demonstrated real leadership because he didn't need to exert himself the way he did. He didn't need to come with the energy that he came with, but he set the tone again, and he plays to a base level of an 8 now, and he says, listen, I'm not dropping below that. There's a certain level of intensity and quality I'm going to give you, and I'm not dropping below it, and it's a great standard to have. It's a great player to have when he's in this type of form. One of our players of the season. I'd still have Caicedo above, but he is top 3 with Palmer, and I think in regards to his goal, I mean, we knew he could defend when he's fully concentrated. Cucurella, Spain, Euros. Then we know he's inverting. He's giving the smooth passing. Now we're seeing goals. Back-to-back games, back-to-back goals. Cucurella is breaking into the box. He's offering an option. He's offering a threat. The right-footed strike is fantastic. To cut in and shoot on your weaker foot and hit the post and go in right in the corner. I don't care who the opposition is. From Cucurella, that's good to see. It's quite shocking to see, but it's impressive. Can't fault the man. It was a real captain's performance. I know Disasi was wearing the armband, but it was a real captain's performance. And I actually would like to see if Cucurella could get the armband at any point this season. We've seen others wear it, Enzo, Caicedo, etc., instead of Reece James. I'd love to, I think even Colwell, but I'd love to see if Cucurella could actually get the armband because I think he's given that energy. He's given captain's energy. So I kind of want to reward him with that. Substitutions. Felix comes on. You see Raksaki come on with about 7 or 8 minutes to go. Murray Campbell's coming on, to play centre back on the right side. Achimpong goes into the middle. Good to get a little bit of a different level of responsibility for him in there. And we're chilling. We're vibing. Like I said, Harvey Vale comes on as well. I don't think we was as good in the second half. I think we tailed off. We went back into first gear. Wasn't as creative, wasn't as intense, wasn't as... we had our 30-minute period, I'd say, in the second part of the first half where we just killed them. Finished the game. And then, after Cucurella's goal, we pretty much settled ourselves down and couldn't really get back to the level we was at. But we didn't need to. This was a pretty much nothing game. The story was already written. It's done. It's wrapped. We move. The big game is at Everton. Big game on Sunday, Goodison Park. Everyone's going to need to participate, contribute. Fulham next week, who's played their part, played their way into the plans, maybe for a few rotations. We'll talk about it when it comes next week, but easy win. Nothing really more to it. Josh Achimpong, very happy with his performance. George, very happy for him. Cassidy, good. I think Cassidy will go out on loan, potentially in January. I would like a championship loan. Some people are saying a Serie A move, but I wouldn't mind a championship loan because I think the money's in England. So if you can develop in England, there's more opportunity for a good fee for him as a developing player. But we'll see what happens. We know Chukwuemeka's probably going to have to go. We know that Disasi's being linked with moves away. We know that Chilwell is, of course, going to have to go somewhere, even if it's on a loan. We pay part of his wages. So there's a few players. But I wouldn't mind, if it is Dewsbury Hall to leave, and I wouldn't mind cashing in. I think we could get, I know he scored today, but I wouldn't mind a little, we'll talk about it more towards the end of the year. But if a 30 mil offer comes in, Fulham, Leicester, we have to seriously think about getting our money back because he's not going to be an important player. And it was a pretty redundant signing in the end. When you look at Santos coming through, you look at the fact that Okechukwu could easily play these games against Astana and Shamrock Rovers. I'd recall him back from Southampton, and I'd look at giving him some of these knockout games. If we get easier draws. And really, it looks like only Fiorentina are the only team we really probably have to pay too much attention to in this competition. Maybe a team from Portugal as well. But those early knockout round games, maybe Okuchuku could come into this midfield and try and get his confidence levels back and try and develop a bit, because Southampton have basically killed his confidence. But we'll see. We don't play again till March. This is our last Conference League game. We can now focus on the league. FA Cup starts again against Morecambe in January. And that's it. We move. So it's been a pleasure, Conference League. Thank you for all the support on the Kazakhstan vlog. You guys gave that incredible raving reviews. You guys really enjoyed it. You smashed up the likes like you've never smashed them up before. And we will look to do more of those trips. But I want to go to countries that are completely off the grid, off the map. I don't want to go Germany or, I want to go places that maybe no one will really go, or not many will really go to. Shock value, really switch it up culture-wise. And thank you for all the support on TalkSport as well, because you guys have been going crazy in the comments there. I've seen it. I don't want to toot my own horn and go in there and thank, but I see it. I just want to provide the content, and hopefully it's liked, and then the response has been incredible. So thank you so much for that as well. So smash up the likes, guys, subscribe, and we will see you guys for Everton. Big game Sunday. We will be there. In a bit, people. Peace.